Lanre. Lanre, what would you say are the benefits and drawbacks of the bootstrapping approach? Would you say, as someone who has bootstrap at one point or the other, or still bootstrapping, what would you say are the benefits of this approach? What are the drawbacks? Let's talk advantage and disadvantage. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much. I'm trying to balance here because I'm scared of number of faces here, but I'll just tell my story. Maybe you can pick a few things from it. So we started as a tech, maybe about 13 years, but officially registered for 10 years now. And in that line, definitely, we also tried following the regular paths.
Okay.
Build and try to pitch. And unfortunately, I think I'm a very bad seller because I discovered that I pitch very well when I'm pitching to a customer. But when I'm talking to an investor, it's almost like I'm just talking rubbish. I'm just a stupid boy, just excited about technology. So till now, the business has grown so much, but if you see my desk, I still code sometimes, maybe till 1 a.m. in the office for going on. So now I do for video. And so I saw that, okay, my own flaw is that I have passion for the tech than the business then, although now I have to be sorry. So the business side had to overtake at some point. So we just had to just continue building as it can just raise customer revenue and the like and keep building. Now, advantage is that because there's no money to throw out problems, you can't run from the problem. You have to sit down as a team and fix that problem. So let me give a typical example. You build an app and your app is on the Play Store or iOS Store, and you discover that after 2 months, only 5 downloads or 20 downloads. Out of those 20 downloads, 10 of them are your family and friends, brother, sister, uncle. Then, if you have the money, you can call influencer. Take 1 million naira, do a YouTube video and it's for me. Call any of this one, you are doing well. Give him money. I don't mention brand names. Give him money. Promote this. Then you see that surge, downloads. The customer retention comes in. When we all rush to download it, then what happens? Is the value there? You burnt the money and you learn that, oh, it doesn't work for influencer. Okay, let's do Facebook adverts. Then you carry another maybe $1,000, put on Facebook adverts. Then you have, so you will have to spend more money trying to learn. But when you don't have the cash, that's when I guess like footwork will come to your mind. Okay, what is the problem with this app? Oh, yeah, let's come. My family and friends that downloaded it. Why didn't you tell your own friends? Because you know you don't have the cash. So let me give a typical example, practical example. I think this year now will be like the 6th or 7th year that I've never bought a liter of diesel for my business. I know started from when we were very small, we're together in Idea Hub. You know, when you are in the hub, someone is paying for the diesel, just pay a social fee, you don't know what power is. And suddenly, the hub, we outgrew the hub, we had to go, right? And for the first time, I had to get my own power. Then that's when I discovered that, okay, a tech business without power, I guess you guys just came to play video in the office. There's nothing you are doing, really. Because no power, then no connectivity, you can't work and all those things. So from there, we definitely got our normal generators. You buy diesel. I knew how much I'm collecting from customers. Like I said, the bootstrap business. And my head is calculating salaries plus how much I'm spending on diesel. Yes, as I then, just paying for diesel was still good because power supply was still fair enough there those years. Then the problem started coming, the fact that today engineer will call, Oga, it is flywheel that has problem. Oga, it is filter that has problem. Unfortunately, I'm good with electronics, but I'm bad with mechanical equipment. I have no way to prove that this thing is bad. And finally, we discovered that it's like we are spending so much money on power alone than what was even coming in. So I had to see that, okay, how was the way forward? They started using inverters. And those days, we couldn't afford brand new inverters, brand new batteries. So we bought some cheap inverters. I could find a guy that could give me quality Okreka inverter battery. His warranty is just 3 months. He has told me, and it's cheap. So sincerely, as I bet, I think a battery then was about 35,000. Or, yeah, I don't, max 40,000 for that used quality battery. Brand new then was about 150,000, 160,000 naira. So see how much I've saved. So my calculation there was that if I bought petrol, at some point I stopped using diesel jet. So turn off AC. what we are here for is computers to work. So we bought a small petrol gen, maybe 6 or 10 kVA. And with that, petrol cost was still a major expense. So I calculated like this. If I want to fuel this generator, this where bootstrapping will force sense out of you. I want to power the generator. For 3 months, how much petrol will it cost me? I discovered that in a week, minimum, I'll spend almost 10K on petrol. Okay, good. If I buy a computer battery, 45K, right, it's assuring me for 3 months. If anything happens within 3 months, and the guy was that good, if anything happens to that battery within 3 months, he come and carry it for free and give me a replacement. And there's a caveat to it. Even when the battery is bad after the 3 months or 4 or 5 months, it takes it at a discount. If you lose 10K, I only had about 25K or so, and it brings a new set of batteries. So I asked myself, first, I won't be stressed to go and turn on generator downstairs or put it off, right? This inverter is powering the same set of equipment that my petrol gen will power. Correct. This battery is cheaper because the 45K is lasting me 5 months, 6 months. So that's when we started the journey, and before we knew, we started doing that. So I still know of those stories. But if you look at in the midst of that story, there's also stress there. Because if the money was there, now what's the problem there? I'll just buy a bigger generator, make sure that you don't overload it, and we are fine. But as I tell you now, one of those lessons now is what gave us to our youngest business, with energy business. Right now, we power construction sites, we power heavy buildings. I'm talking 120 kV, 200 kV inverter solar installations because of those lessons we learned along that line. Now, the flip side, I mentioned it passively. When they are bootstrapped, you get involved in some things you don't involved in because you couldn't assault them. And before you know it, you are the one doing this. So I tell people in my office, there's hardly any department I'm not good. I've been driver in the office. So no driver can say, okay, I'm not available. I drive buses, I drive trucks. And the sales are definitely now, you're a business owner, you have to sell because you couldn't hire at a point. But doing all of those things, by the time your business starts growing, you now have to have a proper mental shift because you can't keep doing things on that micro level when your business is now growing. So we're growing, and when we're now having revenues in some millions of USD and all those things, there are a lot of things coming in, taxes, all these things, you now have to start behaving like a bigger business. So it becomes a problem for bootstrap businesses to consciously move from when they were small to know that now we are grown, but you can't be thinking like the guys that raise funds, but you have to start doing some things. Now, it took a while before I hired a driver. And it happened that I had a meeting in Lagos, Ogun and Ibadan on the same day. And I drove for all 3 meetings. On my way back, I got so tired I almost had an accident. That's when I discovered that, okay, it's high time. And as I think, I could afford to pay 5 drivers. But because that bootstrap rubbish rental system, that's like, let us live. I like to 70 for a driver now. So it takes. So at that point, I forgot that I've gone past that stage where my meetings are just down Ikeja, down to Lekki. I love driving too. But I knew that, okay, at this point, I had to delegate this. I had to outsource it. So those are the advantage and disadvantage. But when you raise funds too, the problem is that you have vision, you have passion to go in this direction. Investors are going to say, oh, we come here. Yes, we know it's good, but this is when we are sure that things are going to be bad. Okay, keep that idea and continue this direction. So it's just a win. There's a win and lose part of it. So that's my little story. Thank you.